You're about to hear a story that sounds unreal, but it changed someone's life completely. What if I told you that acne, something people spend years trying to fix with products, diets, and treatments, disappeared almost instantly, not because of skincare, but because of a mindset shift? This is not my story. I'm just the narrator. This is a real success story I'm sharing with you, and if you truly understand what happened here, it might change the way you look at manifestation forever. Welcome back to Real Life Manifestations, where we share real stories, real results, and real transformations. A few years ago, this person had been struggling with acne for years. Not the occasional breakout. This was persistent, frustrating, confidence-draining acne that just wouldn't go away. Like most people, they tried everything. Expensive skincare routines, countless products, different treatments, nothing worked. Eventually, they decided to take things even further and completely change their diet. Clean eating, discipline, consistency, they did everything right. And the results? They lost weight, their energy increased, they felt amazing. But their skin got worse. That was the breaking point. They gave up on skincare completely. It felt pointless, like nothing on the outside could solve what was happening. So instead of searching for another solution, they turned inward. One day, they sat down and asked a simple but powerful question. Why is this happening? What is this trying to show me? And then they received an answer. Not something logical, not something forced. It felt like a deep inner knowing that said, "Your acne is just an excuse to hide. Stop hiding, and it will go away." That realization changed everything. Because when they looked at their life honestly, it was true. They had been hiding, avoiding attention, avoiding being seen, staying in the background, and without realizing it, they had built an identity around it, the person with acne. And that identity felt safe. So instead of trying to fix the acne again, they started changing who they were being. They began embodying a completely different version of themselves, someone who didn't struggle with their skin, someone who didn't obsess over appearance, someone who felt confident, visible, and comfortable being seen. At first, it felt unnatural, because stepping out of that identity meant stepping into discomfort. But they still did it. They started putting themselves out there, speaking more, showing up, posting on social media, letting themselves be seen without hiding behind their skin. They acted as if their skin was already clear. And then everything shifted. As they fully stepped into that new identity, the acne disappeared. Almost immediately. Fast forward a year later, they were at a friend's house. The friend's mom mentioned her daughter was struggling with acne and didn't know what to do. Then she looked at them and asked, "Have you ever had acne, or have you always had clear skin?" That's how complete the transformation was. Today, their routine is simple, just a basic cleanser and moisturizer. They've done microneedling for any leftover scars, and their skin has continued to improve naturally. But the real transformation wasn't physical. It was internal. Now here, where it gets important, because this story isn't just inspiring, it's instructional. If you really pay attention, there are powerful lessons in this that you can apply to your own life. Lesson 1. What you're trying to fix externally may be rooted internally. They tried everything on the outside, products, diet, routines, but nothing worked until they addressed what was happening within. Lesson 2. Your identity shapes your reality. As long as they identified as someone with acne, the acne stayed. The moment they shifted into the identity of someone with clear skin, everything changed. Lesson 3. Problems can become subconscious protection. The acne wasn't just a skin issue, it was a shield, a reason to hide. And as long as that need existed, the problem had a purpose. Lesson 4. You don't need to fix everything. Sometimes you need to release it. Instead of trying harder, they let go of the struggle and stopped reinforcing the problem. Lesson 5. Embodiment is more powerful than effort. They didn't manifest by doing more. They manifested by becoming different, by living as if the problem no longer existed. Lesson 6. Change feels uncomfortable because you're leaving behind a familiar identity. They were used to hiding. Stepping into visibility felt unnatural at first, but that discomfort was part of the transformation. Lesson 7. Reality reflects who you believe you are. Once they truly saw themselves as someone with clear skin, the external world aligned with that belief. So if you're dealing with something in your life right now, whether it's physical, emotional, or situational, ask yourself, am I trying to fix this from the outside only? What identity am I holding on to? And who would I be if this problem didn't exist? Because sometimes, the biggest shift doesn't come from doing more. It comes from becoming someone new. This was a real success story, and I'm here to share it so you can take something from it and apply it to your own life. If this resonated with you, subscribe to Real Life Manifestations for more real stories that can shift your perspective and your reality. I'll see you in the next one.